The very, very first deployment we ever went on. It was in 2007. We received a call from Animal Control, King County Animal Control. There was a horse named Missy in King County that had been down in the mud for 3 days and she could not get up.
She was emaciated and extremely weak due to the conditions, and we needed to get her out of her situation.
Animal Control called us, and the vet on site happened to be one of our members. And they said, is there some way you can get this horse up out of this predicament and to the vet for care? So Greta and I and a couple of other people who were members drove out there to King County in my rig, my truck and horse trailer.
The plan became getting her into Gretchen's horse trailer and driven back to the vet's clinic. Getting her in there was where we got to practice our newly learned large animal rescue skills, deploying our retired fire hose that we had recently acquired from a local fire department, and rope and a tarp.
Our total list of equipment in those days, in 2007, December 2007, was one tarpaulin and decommissioned fire hose. That's all we had. We were able to roll Missy onto the tarpaulin, rig her minimally with the fire hose, find some scrap wood to make a ramp into my horse trailer.
Using a door that happened to be lying somewhere close to the horse pen, we ended up using that as a ramp to drag her in. This was an all-female team, and it was a small group, but we were very determined. Getting Missy up the ramp into the trailer, she did get a hip caught on the door as we were attempting to drag her in because she was so skinny. She had no fat covering her hips.
She was so thin that when her hips got stuck as she was coming up the ramp, the vet and her assistant were able to pick her up and move her hips up over the ramp so we could get her in. We got her in there. I drove her to the vet's clinic, and Missy lay in the back, covered with an emergency blanket, eating and drinking, and then she died 2 hours later.
She was at least comfortable and dry and cared for a couple of hours before she did end up dying. She is one of the many rescues that I look back on and am forever grateful for the lessons learned.
We've had hundreds and hundreds of deployments since December 2007. But Missy was the one I will never ever forget. She taught me so much. What she taught me more than anything was how we have to control our emotions when we're faced with an animal who is in deep distress. And we have to remember it's not about us, it's about the animal, and that's where we need to focus. And that's the main thing she taught me.
Pretty much every single rescue there are lessons to be learned. Being able to actually take those skills that we had recently learned, put them into effect, be able to assist an animal was very profound, and again, something I'm always grateful to Missy for.